I would like to announce Eva Molero, CEO at Teamit and member of VAC4EU, to give the concluding remarks and wrap up from VAC4EU. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, there's still people in the room. That's very good to see that. And yeah, so it's been a very complete, a very full day. Actually, it's very nice now to be able to wrap up with the key messages, which actually, Peter, you did a very good job before the meeting to summarizing the key messages of this 5th anniversary celebration. So I'll be very quick because I don't want to repeat what Peter has just said, which summarizes very well the key themes and topics. For me, it has been a pleasure and an honor to be here and to remember from the early times of Advance or prior to Advance, all the journey that we have done together. Today it has been an emotional day, but also a day where I have learned a lot. I think that a lot has been brought up in the panel discussions. There was an excellent quality of the discussions. I could not be checking my email or anything. I didn't even have the temptation to do that. It was closed anyway, just in case. But I followed that with a lot of attention. And for me, it's been a pleasure to be here and to also reconnect with some familiar faces from previous projects and times. What is this? Okay, this is going here. So key messages of the day. I think the slide is a bit cut. It cannot be seen in full. But I just want to highlight that we started the day, or to remember that we started the day reflecting or remembering the importance of the Advanced legacy in providing readiness, and that how it has been taken over by VAC4EU. And also it has been very impactful to see like the huge amount of work that has been developed since VAC4EU started, especially during the COVID pandemic times, but not only, beyond that. We've heard afterwards in the keynote speech about this concerning decline in vaccine confidence, especially in young adults, which are the population that is taking vaccination decisions in children. And also how this is related to trust in government and the institutions and the impact of misinformation and disinformation, which again is affected by the growing impact of social media and new communication, let's say, channels that did not exist when we started with Advance, for instance. And then how this connects to VAC4EU, it's that we need safety studies which can help build confidence, and this is how a connection could be built. But moreover, we have also heard that we should consider VAC4EU as part of the ecosystem of trust, right? So we have a role there, also in making science more human and emotional, also in going beyond the generation of evidence, and also enter this field where we don't feel comfortable yet, but we need to learn how to do that, and into communicating evidence, and that we can bring there as VAC4EU community the scientific credibility that is required. Oh, wow, that's much better, thank you. We've heard also about how we should focus more on patients and citizens by engaging them early in our communications, and also how to improve, that we need to improve mutual understanding, capacity building, work with patients and citizens as ambassadors and advocates for research. And this is done through talking more often, and there are many ways in which we can build that relationship. We have MOUs with EUPATI, with the Citizens Association, and we need to develop them further into concrete actions and joint activities. I think I don't need to stress the importance of excellent data that is fit to answer the research questions, and this can mean different things depending on the research question, but also we put on the table this reflection on how technologies, and partly alluding to AI that has been also mentioned a lot, are changing and will change the way we interact with data. So that, again, is a challenge that we need to face. The need and the value of combining primary and secondary data, that was on our radar as VAC4EU, but it has been mentioned a lot today, and we really need to bring it in our strategy. Also important aspects as improving on data linkage, also, of course, real-world evidence for decision making, and timeliness has been mentioned very often today, so how to improve on timeliness of access to data. I liked very much when Susanna reflected on the steep learning curve in difficult times, what it meant to work in the COVID vaccine studies in a very difficult professional and also personal times. And yeah, it's amazing how we forget things. But yeah, it brought us back in time, and really we could relate on what happened 5 years ago, and how the sense of purpose kept us going and motivated, and how we could feel that the work we were doing had an impact in the community that was very kind of tangible and apparent and very immediate. Just a few more. This has also been mentioned a lot about the multidisciplinary collaboration across stakeholder groups. We've heard about public-private partnerships, but not only public-private partnerships, but also creating partnerships and connections with the stakeholders that are around us, and this can be citizens, can be patients, regulators, vaccine manufacturers, and public health institutes, and you name it. So the role of public-private partnerships has been essential in IMI-funded advance initially, but we've also heard about other projects with which we are connecting at the moment, EUPATI, Rescue, Promise, Paradigm. I was part of a few of them. So very proud that we are now not only seeing the legacy of this project, but also making the connections across them. And how important it is also having a transparency at the forefront and the collaborative approach. We have discussed also on the importance and the value of people readiness and capacity building, how we need to act on the existing gaps so that we continue improving on readiness. For instance, we discussed about dealing with special populations, how important this is, and that we are in VAC4EU in a good position to really make an impact and progress there. I think that we all acknowledge that there will be a pandemic, so we better get prepared now. So maybe we don't know when, but there will be one. So preparation in peace times is essential. We discussed about a hot topic now in Europe, which is the European health data space, and how we could see this also as an opportunity if we proactively engage with it, despite some difficulties sometimes in the language, that it's not easy to navigate through it, but we really need to take this proactive approach and understand the changes that are upcoming, and also to take a stand as VAC4EU, and also with connected networks on what it means and how we can position ourselves there. There are still important gaps, we know, from the legislation now until the full implementation, but it has been highlighted also that the timelines are very ambitious, and this is around the corner, so it's not that we can wait and see what's upcoming, but it's time to act now. Also, I like very much the message that see VAC4EU as an innovation enabler, right? And how these 4 pillars that we always talk about, expertise, so the people expertise, the data, the methods, and the infrastructure, bring innovations to the community that go beyond the VAC4EU members. And I think that we are quite proud of that and need to continue that good work. Also, I think that there was a call to develop a research agenda, not only VAC4EU, but also in connection with other networks and initiatives that can be presented also to the appropriate funding bodies, depending on the research topic. And finally, there was also an important common theme around global equity. How in VAC4EU also we can take this mentoring and leadership role in vaccine safety, and also how we probably need to reflect and engage more in effectiveness studies. So these are some messages. There were many more. I couldn't stop writing interesting things that were coming up, but I think this represents a summary of discussions. Tomorrow in the executive board, it's very timely also that we have this strategic meeting, and where we will certainly reflect on all of that and see what we can take and prioritize in our upcoming activities and our strategic plan for 2026. Now I would like to reflect also and go back a bit in time to the advanced times, and also my own reflection that VAC4EU has strike the right balance between dreamers and executors. I think these are key ingredients for organizational success, and I think that in VAC4EU we have a nice balance about people that are more on the dreaming side, visionaries, and also then people that make things happen. And sometimes in one person you can see both sides, and I think that this has been a critical success factor. But I would like today to thank especially the dreamers and the believers that made this possible. And this is 3 people, Miriam, Vincent, and Patrick. Where is Patrick? I want to remind us that not only you, but many more, that maybe you can try to find yourselves in this picture, but spend many years in advance working together, really collaboratively from a multi-stakeholder perspective. You can see us here designing the post-project phase of advance. We had also a meeting where we decided the name of VAC4EU, and we have Michelle Goldman in the back, which was the IMI executive director at the time that Advance was funded. And this is a meeting in Leuven, I think. Yeah, I had some difficulties, but this is where we decided the name of VAC4EU. And VAC4EU was a journey, and this is a journey that we walk together. And I think that this is also a picture that represents how we did a lot of steps to get to the end of the journey. Just have a couple more. One of them is this very same room in March 2019. This was the closing event of Advance. The picture is a little bit dark, but there are a few of the attendees are in this picture. And this is the beginning of the VAC4EU journey when we went to the notary. That was October 2019. And the 3 founders were sitting there with the notary and the lawyer. And this is how it all started. So thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Patrick. If you can come to the stage now, and we have a little something for you. More chocolates.
You went very little.
I was taking the picture.
I have to say something.
Can we have a photo?
Before that, I would like to add some dreamers in this list, because I think without Xavier Kurt and Peter Arlett, we would not have VAC4EU, and maybe we would not have Advance, and then VAC4EU would have been at least delayed in the best scenario. So Xavier, I don't think Xavier is still there, but yeah.
I certainly can thank indeed Xavier, because he is the one who found the name.